In October 2008, Alvarion was asked to conduct a 16E trial in Genoa, Italy. The objective of this trial was to test Alvarion's 4-motion mobile WiMAX solution within a dense urban environment, assessing both the coverage and capacity capabilities for a mobile WiMAX deployment. The deployment setup was based on 3 sites predefined by the customer. The first site was located on Monte Granarola in the northeastern part of the city and comprised 1 base station with 2 sectors. The second site was located on Monte Richelieu in the northwestern side of the city and comprised 1 base station with 1 sector. The third site was located in the city centre on a building 20 stories high and comprised 1 base station with 3 sectors. Situated between the Ligurian Sea and the Apennine Mountains, the city of Genoa covers an area of 243 square kilometres. The port of Genoa, Porto Antico, hosts a high volume of passenger traffic and offers many business opportunities. The city of Genoa presents a challenge for any mobile broadband access system. A cluttered, dense urban pattern and extremely narrow alleys crowded with medieval buildings create tunnel-like paths. Radio wave propagation in this kind of environment is mostly hard to predict. The frequency authorized by the customer was a 3.5 GHz band. The system setup included 3 base stations with a total of 6 sectors and a centralized ASN gateway. Multiple and intertwining narrow streets presented a challenge for Alvarion's trial. In order to overcome this challenge, Alvarion used its 2x4 radio topology, which features Alvarion's proprietary CentiM technologies, including maximal ratio combining algorithm for the uplink and the patented cyclic delay diversity overbeam technology for the downlink. Alvarion faced another major challenge in addition to the difficult terrain. The Alvarion BreezeMax base station, located on top of a 20-story building, was on a roof that was heavily equipped with GSM, UMTS and digital TV base stations. Alvarion had to display excellent coexistence performance with all existing equipment. During the trial, Alvarion's 4-motion setup demonstrated exceptional coverage, which exceeded 3 kilometers, surpassing the customer's expectations. Alvarion's performance created a continuous link which extended from the west side of the port through the city centre all the way to the hospital. With Alvarion's mobile WiMAX solution, users were able to drive throughout the entire trial area for more than 1.5 hours without being disconnected at speeds of up to 100 kilometers an hour, experiencing excellent internet browsing and voice-over IP services. Alvarion's setup achieved up to 4 megabits per second downlink and 2 megabits per second uplink while walking through the city's narrow and intertwined streets. In hotel lobbies, restaurants and other indoor building locations which usually experience penetration losses, Alvarion demonstrated very good results. Alvarion's unique rate adaptation mechanism, combined with hybrid ARQ and interference avoidance, enables high spectral efficiency with supreme dynamic rate adaptation to the radio link conditions. Alvarion's 4-motion mobile WiMAX solution provided complete coverage for the entire port area and achieved throughput speeds of up to 6 megabits per second on the downlink and up to 2.5 megabits per second uplink. One of the areas in which Alvarion's solution achieved unexpected radio connectivity was beneath a concrete bridge located in the middle of a massive construction area. A laptop connected through a PC card was placed under the bridge, 2.27 kilometers away from the base station, creating complex radio conditions. Even in this challenging environment, Alvarion's setup demonstrated the capacity for continuous internet browsing. One of the trial objectives was to generate an automated test drive report using a designated tool. The driving route extended from east to west, through the city centre and towards the port. Driving speeds varied at up to 90 kilometers per hour, and handover was smooth all across the city, with no latency experienced on real-time applications. The field measurements performed by the tool showed that high modulation coding schemes were allocated in major parts of the route. As part of the trial, Alvarion's customer allowed a friendly user group to enjoy the system in their private residences. The trial was conducted over the course of 1 month, which included a 3-week friendly user phase where end users were able to assess the quality and usability of the network using 3 types of devices, including PC cards. The overall experience reported by the users was excellent. Many of the users indicated that the mobile WiMAX connectivity was much better than the wired alternatives they have at home. As all the sectors were pointing towards the sea, the ability to measure cell edge coverage was limited. However, the setup did provide up to 7 kilometers effective coverage using an outdoor device. Both the customer and Alvarion consider the Genoa trial to be a complete success, with coverage and capacity exceeding all expectations. Anytime you want, anywhere you go, anywhere you choose, Alvarion, your open WiMAX choice.